Hey, what's going on? Luke here, and once again we are back to do some more 2022 home jersey reviews for the NRL. Now in this video we're going to be doing the Cronulla-Sutherland Sharks, going to be doing the Parramatta Eels, the George Illawarra Dragons, and the New Zealand Warriors. Let's get into the video. So the first jersey that we're going to be reviewing is the Parramatta Eels jersey. You can see it on the screen right now. This is a brand new jersey, so I thought it was fun to do this one first because a lot of the jerseys in the NRL, they're sort of just the same one. They just copy and paste from the previous season, maybe chuck in a new sponsor. Some of them we're going to be seeing in this video, but the Parramatta Eels have completely redesigned their jersey. Do I like it? A little bit. I don't know. I don't hate it. I sort of don't love it, but I don't hate it. Somewhere in the middle. It does look decent. Doesn't really scream a home NRL jersey to me. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like it really, if I try and describe it, it doesn't make sense. But in terms of like a Parramatta jersey, it definitely feels like a Parramatta jersey. But it kind of reminds me of like a soccer jersey design or something along the lines of that. But got the A-land on the front here, which does blend in well in terms of sponsorship. Same with the sleeves. Like all the sponsors work well. Just the design itself. Maybe we'd see something from like a local league team. I don't know. In terms of an NRL team, I don't know if this fits. Maybe I feel like in person it'll be a lot better. Like when they actually play, I think it'll hit a lot different. But just in terms of just looking at this one right now, I'm going to give it like a 7.5. Like I said, I don't like absolutely love it, but I don't hate it either. It's just pretty sort of down the middle, and it is a brand new design, so I probably should give them extra marks for being a brand new design. Let's bump it up to an 8, purely because it is a brand new design that haven't just, like I said, copy and pasted from previous seasons. Parramatta do have the tendency to switch up their jerseys a little bit, even down to mixing up their colours. Like one year will be yellow as their main colour, the next year will be blue. So Parramatta do switch things up a little bit, even down to the yellow. Just in general, it seems to go a little bit darker, a little bit lighter from year to year. So looks like they're going with the lighter yellow, with the brighter yellow, I should say. So look, I do like the colour scheme. I do think it works pretty well. Like I said, I don't know about an NRL jersey. It feels more like a soccer jersey, but let's give it an 8 out of 10. Speaking of teams who have just copy and pasted from the previous season, that is the New Zealand Warriors. Now, I feel like they're a side that doesn't usually do this. I feel like they switch things up. They've got 7 billion jerseys usually every season, and they probably will for this season. But in terms of their home jersey, it looks exactly the same to last year, as far as I can tell. Looking at it, I think they might have had the Puma up on the shoulders. Maybe that's the only difference. But the DTR was definitely there, sponsors wise. Vodafone was there. I think Sky Sports was there. Everything looks exactly the same. Colours, the design, everything. So I think it's pretty poor. I think the actual jersey itself looks quite nice. And all the years of having the Warriors play in black and grey and red and all that sort of stuff, them switching it up to their sort of more traditional heritage sort of jersey, I do really like it. I'm glad that they've sort of kept those colours. However, the design, just going from year to year of having the same one, especially the Warriors, who, like I said, they're known for having a billion jerseys. So they've come up with this one. I think it is pretty poor, but look, the actual jersey itself is quite nice. So I'm going to give the jersey a 7 just purely because I actually don't mind the actual jersey, but would have loved to have seen them added something. And on to another team who have done the same exact jersey, the Cronulla Sharks. From what I can tell, it's literally just the same jersey. PointsBet is there, the Aramax. I do like the colour schemes for the sponsors. PointsBet was sponsoring Manly, I believe, this year as well. So it is interesting that they're sponsoring 2 jerseys, both on the front for 2 separate sides. Now, Aramax, I believe, came on board last year at some point. I don't know if they started the season with the Sharks as a sponsor, but they definitely ended the season as a sponsor. So Aramax is on the front. But I do like the fact that the Aramax is red, as is the PointsBet. Now, normally I'd probably look at a Sharks jersey and be like, red doesn't suit a Sharks jersey, blue and red, it just doesn't work. But for some reason, I feel like it does work, and I think it might be down to the fact that it's just on the white background. Now, if it was on the blue, it would have looked like shit, in my opinion. But the Aramax, I don't mind that, the little cutout in the middle there. But this is the same jersey year after year with the Sharks. I'd love for them to just switch things up a little bit with their home jersey. I know it's kind of getting to the point where the next jersey, like the Dragons, where it's just going to be the same jersey pretty much, just a few changes here and there. But I don't even think they've actually made any little changes. So pretty disappointing from the Sharks. I can give that one a 6 just purely because it's just the same jersey year after year with maybe a different sponsor. Although, like I said, I do like the sponsor integration. I do like the Aramax, the PointsBet. Even the ones on the sleeves look pretty decent. So they've got that part well. I like the neck part. I do like that, but yeah, 6 out of 10. Now into the last jersey of the video, it's the St. George Illawarra Dragons. Now, I was talking about the Sharks not changing things up and the Warriors not changing things up, but the Dragons, they have to have the red V. They've got to have it. There's no deviating from that ever. Similar to the Rabbitohs, I'm not going to see them come out and wear just like an actual full green jersey as their home one. It's not happening. Maybe some one-off jerseys or something, but the red V, it's a part of me. That's their slogan. That's the Dragons. It's going to be happening every year, so we're pretty used to it at this point, even down to like the St. George Bank as their sponsor on the front. It just happens every year. The sponsor on the sleeves, the blue, it's a little bit iffy, but in terms of the Dragons, it's so hard to rate because they have the same jersey every year, just a different manufacturer pretty much. So, look, I'm going to give this one just like a 7. It's pretty solid. It's just the same one. In terms of why I gave it more than the Sharks one, it's because the Sharks, I feel like they can switch things up. The Dragons can't really, and the Sharks just refuse not to. So, look, I think the Dragons, a 7 out of 10, I think it's pretty fitting. In terms of actual jersey, it looks quite clean. The V, it's nice and big. It goes deeper into the jersey than a lot of the Vs. And the St. George, like the branding of the St. George Bank goes with the team, obviously, but also doesn't really take away from the V too much. So I do like the jersey, 7 out of 10. I can't really go any higher because it is just St. George. Like they're not going to change things up. So 7 out of 10 it is. Anyways, guys, that's how I'm going to wrap up this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Also, make sure you leave in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on these jerseys? Obviously, I'm giving my rankings and my ratings, but not everybody's going to agree with them. So leave in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on these 4 jerseys? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you dislike them? Do you rate them? Let me know. Also, go ahead and give me a follow on social media. It's on the screen right now. It's Mr. Luke on YT for the most part. My Facebook is Mr. Luke, but everything else, including Snapchat, including TikTok, is Mr. Luke on YT. Go ahead, give me a follow, give me an ad, do all that sort of stuff. And stay tuned for more content on the channel. We've got the trials coming up. We've got the NRL coming up very soon. Rugby League Live 5 could be coming out. Rugby League Live 4 is already out. Plenty of stuff to be made on this channel. So stay tuned, use the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. See yous.